Hello, Jane Gill here, and I want to introduce you to the 10 new Bubble Bauble Christmas stamps for 2021. This is the first one, the Bubble Bauble and Pine Branch, and there's a sample of it here. I've also got Bubble Bauble and Holly, Bubble Bauble and Bow, Bubble Bauble and Ribbon, Bubble Mini Baubles, Bubble Holiday Wreath, Bubble Greenery, Bubble Spruce, Bubble Twiggy Tree, and Bubble Tops, which I'm going to show you how to use later on in the video. I've also got a range of mini stamps that complement the larger ones. I have got a bow, which is exactly the same size as the one that's on one of the stamp sets. I've also got little mini pine branch, which I have used on this particular stamp, the card. And I've also got a music one, which is great for backgrounds. And I have a set of 3 mini trees, which are brilliant for creating a simple card or a mini card or using all together. And I'll show you a sample of those later on. I've really enjoyed drawing these stamps, and I've so enjoyed decorating them. And you can fill the circles on the stamps with anything you like. I've actually die cut these with the new die I've designed that die cuts the 3 larger circles for each of the baubles, and I'm going to show you how to use that shortly. But you can fill these with anything. You can fill them with buttons, you can fill with gems. Cosmic Shimmer have a fantastic range of accents, and I've got holographic glitter bits, perfect for sprinkling inside the circles. If you put some glue or glossy accents within the circle, sprinkle these on, fantastic effect. You can also use sparkle accents, and these come in a fantastic range of colour from Cosmic Shimmer, and also 3D pearl accents. They come in a fantastic range of colours as well. They both leave a lovely domed shape within the bauble. Now, going back to the die, there are 3 larger sizes. There are lots of little teeny weeny ones as well within the stamps, and I've just coloured those in, and that's when you need the 3D accents to decorate them. So let me show you quickly how to decorate one and how to use the die. I've already started one here, and I have stamped, where is it? I have stamped this one here, which is the Bubble Bauble and Bow, and I've stamped it and embossed it with gold powder. I've coloured the background with some Colour Cloud blending ink, and I have pre-coloured using alcohol markers some of the images, the bow and some of the leaves as well. When I die cut the circles, I cut my card, which is 210, 220 GSM is on our ideal weight for this. I've cut strips to 4 centimeters wide, and I put it through my machine with the die cutting edge uppermost and my card on top upside down, so the right side is facing the die cutting edge. And you need to cut several of those to fill your stamps. And I'm working on a new Shaping Pal mat, which we've brought out. It's a dense foam mat, ideal for shaping on, for embossing on, for a good stamping surface, for scoring. It's durable, it's flexible, wipes clean, and it's got the right texture on it, so it allows me to create the little dome shapes I need in order to stick into the baubles. So let me show you how to do that. I've die cut a selection of circles, and on this particular stamp set there are only 2 of them. I'm using 2 of the larger circles on here. You'll need an embossing tool with quite a large head on it, and you hold the mat steady and start with the edges of the circle, pressing down, spiraling towards the middle, keeping a good circular motion to the center there. Same thing with the little one, pressing down, so when it is finished you'll have a lovely little dome shape. Can you see that? You can also use these completely flat and they'll still fit in the circle shapes on your stamp set. So I have pre-stamped my image and I've embossed it with gold. I've coloured the background with the Colour Cloud blending ink, and I have coloured in my image using alcohol markers. I have different ways of sticking these domed circles down, and my preferred way is a dimensional glue, like silicone glue. I squeeze a little bit out the bottle, pick it up with a pokey tool and stick it a little bit onto a circle, and I do 4 or 5 at a time so I can decorate quickly. So I'm just going to show you a couple there. It's important to keep your pokey tool clean because you're going to use that later. And then I'm going to pick up my circle, and I'm going to pop it on top of the silicone and pick up the next size and pop it on top there. If a little bit of silicone comes out the side, just scrape it away so it's nice and neat. There is another way of sticking the circles on, and that is with a foam pad. This is a 1mm foam pad, so it's not very high at all. So pop that into the middle of a circle, take the backing off, you'll want some glossy accents or a bit of PVA glue on the top. Put a little bit of that on top of the foam pad, just a tiny bit. That gives you a little bit of leeway of movement, so when you stick the circle on top, you can move it around a little bit if you haven't quite got it within the circle. Pop that on top of there, and there we are, finished. Really simple to do. When you've got all the die cuts in position, then you can start colouring in with your 3D pearl accents or your sparkle accents. Here I've got dusky pink, and just clean off the nozzle with a little bit of kitchen towel and let the product flow out of the bottle by itself. Don't squeeze the bottle, and fill those circles. These are the smaller circles I'm filling in. If you get a bubble within your 3D accents, take a sharp knife and pop it. She says this is one won't pop. Would you believe it? There we go. Those will remain as a nice 3D finish. And then I've also got sparkle accents, which you can put again anywhere you like, in some of the larger circles or the smaller ones. There's another bubble there. Pop that. And just carry on decorating them until you have completely finished filling it all in. I would put all the die shapes in and then decorate with my accents afterwards. Now we'll go back to another sample I've got here. So it's very similar to this one, coloured in exactly the same way, but I have actually coloured all the circles with a alcohol marker, and I'm going to show you how to use the bubble tops, which I'm just looking for here in my little pile of stamps. Here we are. These are the bubble tops, and they are 2 different sizes. I've got large ones and small ones, but they're both the same images. So they're 2 different sizes to fit the 2 larger sizes on the circles. If I show you on here, that one and that one. So you've got the larger ones on the top that fit the larger circle, and the smaller ones on the bottom to fit the medium size circle. I've already put some of the designs onto some little blocks. So these are my larger ones, and I've got 2 smaller ones there. And you've coloured them in with your alcohol markers, and now it's about just adding some ink and stamping inside that circle. And I've just picked out the flowers on this particular one, but you can do all sorts of things. You don't have to stamp just in one colour. You can stamp in lots of different colours. There are leaves and little flowers, and there are snowflakes as well. A really nice thing to be able to do. They're so flexible. Let's have a look. So let's do that one on here. There we are. And another one up there. So the other ones that you would do, you would carry on filling in the larger two bubbles on there, and the rest of them you can then colour in and fill in with any 3D accents if you like. Now let me show you some samples of what they look like, give you a nice selection here. So we've already seen that one, which is the beautiful Bubble Bauble and Pine Branch, which is this one here. Then we have a Christmas tree, and I have cut that out, decorated it with die cut shapes and some sparkle accents within there, and a nice embossed background. So that's the tree there. Then I have the wreath, the holiday wreath, which is just a plain circle, and you can add things to it. So on here I have used the mini bow on the mini set of stamps to do that, and I've also used the mini pine branch to stamp and emboss behind there. All those little things work really well together. I've used the bubble tops within there and some 3D accents to finish off. There's the Bubble Bauble and Pine Branch again. This one is the mini pine branch, which I stamped repeatedly around a circle. Used the die to die cut some red card and used those and stuck those on with a berry, and again the bow, which is great, and draw a little line up there as if it's hanging, a little wreath hanging from a door. I have got the Bubble Bauble and ribbon, and on this one I have filled in all the circles except a few with glitter. I've coloured all the circles with an alcohol pen, and then I've used glitter on top. The alcohol pen, if you colour beforehand, gives the glitter a more dense colour, so if you miss a little bit you actually won't see it. And I've also used a range of buttons to give it a little bit of 3D effect, and I've stuck those down with some glossy accents. Again, coloured in with alcohol markers, drawn a little string so it's hanging from the top of the card. Here is the little bauble I showed you earlier, which is the Bubble Bauble and bow. Again, I've used the bubble tops in there. This is the star. I just love this star. A little bit of holly at the top, and I have again coloured in with alcohol markers, put sparkle accents on top of those, and the larger circles I've filled with some crilled circles, which is quite unusual, quite dimensional with that card. Might be difficult to post, so bear that in mind. And there's another version using the music to create a background. Here are some more. Let's move those out of the way. We have got, this is the Bubble Greenery. So I've stamped it in white, embossed it, and filled in the baubles with sparkle accents, using the bubble tops as well to add a little bit more interest round the wreath. I've drawn a bow by hand using the sparkle accents as well, and the verse stamped neatly inside. Here are the mini baubles. Again, you can stamp them as if they're all hanging, and I've stamped those with silver and used the bubble tops inside there. There's the tree again, using the stars that come with the tree. And this is the holiday wreath. Again, we used one colour the background with grey. These are all the bubble tops, snowflakes that are in the background. The star, showing you the music background stamp, which is really useful, which is this one here. That's the Bubble Bauble and ribbon. And this is the other big spiky tree. This is this one here, which is the twiggy tree. Again, I've just stuck the circles flat. I've added some text and some music to the background, a little bit mixed media, using bubble tops in the background as well. Some white pen to add for snow. Nice and simple card. Again, the holiday wreath there, the mini baubles. And here are the 3 trees I was talking about. There are 3 of them. You can use all 3 on a card, or you could just use one. Here I've used the little wide one, the tall thin one, and I have done a background with colour cloud and used sparkle accents and 3D pearl accents within the background with decorate the trees. Very simple, very stylish, perfect for the job. So I hope you enjoy decorating them as much as I have. I have loads and loads of ideas, so don't forget, go through your stash and see what you can find. Thank you very much for watching and have a lovely Christmas. Bye bye from me.